Good afternoon, happy Monday, and happy St. Patty's Day. Luck of the Irish, and I am Irish, yes. Anyways, so to kind of catch everybody up on the fiasco I was going through with my birth certificate and my name change thing, last time I made my video, I was talking about how I went to the courthouse to try to turn in the paperwork, and 3 different people at the courthouse told me 3 different things of how to fill out the paperwork. Okay, so I made an appointment to go get some legal help and talk to an attorney, explain to them what was going on, and ask them for some help on how to fill this paperwork out. So I did that today. They were even confused because birth certificate and the name I've been going by for the past 50-something years, well, been going by Sandy Ray for 50 years, but then it was Sandy Ray Soares and then Sandy Ray Machado legally. Okay, so I explained all that. They're like, okay, so you want to change your birth certificate to Sandy Ray Machado? No, I want to change my name to blah, 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 which is my grandparents' last name, yada, yada, and this and that. Okay, so anyways, after explaining it to them, literally, it took 20 minutes to get them to understand what I was trying to do. We finally got it figured out. The thing I had wrong on the paperwork, the one and only thing I had wrong on the paperwork, was the way I had the names. I had the name who I am, who I have been, Sandy Ray. I had that first as the petitioner instead of the birth name that's on my birth certificate, because the birth certificate has to be changed first and foremost, and then everything comes afterwards. So that name, yuck, has to be first as petitioner. And she was saying that I am that person for the next 6 weeks, because I also have to put an ad in the newspaper saying that that person on the birth certificate is changing their name to the name that I'm going to be, Sandy Ray, and then my new given name that I'm going to change it to. So all I had to do was just flip the names. Instead of having Sandy Ray Machado, who I've been, and then my birth certificate name, I just flippy floppy, and then the name I'm changing it to. So that's been fixed. I have to hand it in. I got done, but I had things I had to do, so I'm going back tomorrow. Well, no, actually I have to call a newspaper and find out how much it costs to put it in there, and then I have to go down and hand the paperwork in, let the courts know which newspaper it's gonna go to, and then I take this little piece of paper that's signed by the judge that the newspaper is doing it, take it to the newspaper. The newspaper runs it. Once it's in there for 4 weeks, once that 4 weeks is over, then the newspaper gives me a thing stating that they put it in there for the 4 weeks, and then I bring it back to the judge, and then when the judge sees that it was in there for 4 weeks, then the judge signs it, and I'm done. And voila, my birth certificate will get changed, and then that will get sent off to the county where I was born, Nevada. And then I was born in Grass Valley, Nevada. Another complication thing that they didn't understand. Because Grass Valley's California, but Nevada County. Okay, anyways. And then my name, Sandy Ray Machado, is also going to get changed. So another piece of paper to take to the DMV for that to then be legally changed to Sandy Ray, and then the name I'm taking on from my grandparents. So, yay, finally, it's gonna get done.